Yes. This is our first meeting. I'm MORNYE, Space Trek Collective researcher and professor at Star Torch Academy. Do I not look the part? You came to burn your cassette, right? I'll take you. I know.
What was that just now?
Recollections. Recollections of past Space Trek researchers, staff, and students. Data stored in the cassettes. More precisely, memories. They're crucial to the continuity of self-aware consciousness. It's what makes us truly human. Lahairoi is constantly shrouded in the Void Storm, a byproduct of the Void-born Threnodian. It has the power to disintegrate the frequency of any living being. To counter this, the Institute produced cassettes, devices designed to capture and preserve a person's frequency and memories, safeguarding their very existence. The cassettes of the deceased are kept here.
When the hobbits weren't accepted. So why was it?
You likely resonated with one of the stored frequencies. It happens occasionally, but anyway, for now, let's get you to the burning room.
Aragorn had been up the Rivendell after you told, and his true identity kept for a while. Elrond, by his early 20s, he knew who he was and had headed out into the wild. He was the chieftain of the Dunedain of the North by birth, the rangers who still watched over the lands of the former Kingdom of Arnor. So,
Burning protocol initiated. Resonance link confirmed. Burning in 5, 4, 3.
he was undermanned to take his obligations seriously, and one of his obligations was the protection of the lands of Arnor. And in particular, the only bit we know of was containing the King's Hundred. The radical definition of the King's rule was the Shire. And at some point during that, we're told 62 years before the events of the Lord of the Rings, Aragorn and Gandalf. This is only years. They both had enough of that involved in their mission to protect the peoples of Middle Earth, obviously like that.
You're
And
awake.
during the years, they've become something too. And Aragorn's many felt. Even as far as mortal. Incidentally, we need much up to speed. He knows Frodo has the ring. Gandalf tells him the plan for Frodo to leave the Shire for Rivendell in the last week of September, and that he, Gandalf, won't go far. Everything seems to be under control. The elves have Gollum prisoner. Gandalf says that he'll stay with Frodo for a bit
Those
longer.
were
He's
my
a guardian
memories.
child. Given all
But
of
the
this,
last one,
he thought he could grab a few weeks break. He goes off on a journey of my own. To be honest, this is a bit of a mystery. Tolkien doesn't tell us where
something
he goes.
wrong?
As king in exile,
Feeling
he was a
unwell?
busy man. So perhaps we shouldn't fret over this too much. He was just on king in exile
No, I'm
business.
fine.
Then get back to Rivendell.
So, this is a Rebel cassette?
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Your frequency has been copied and transcribed into it.
But wherever he went, he clearly wasn't getting
But
any use
before
out of
it can be put into service, it needs calibration. Would you hand it over for a moment?
The Black Riders were abroad hunting for the ring. The hobbits had left Holiday, but
So that noise earlier wasn't an error. This frequency code, I've seen the exact same one in the database.
What was Aragorn to do? Aragorn was a resourceful man. I'm sure he thought through a few options. But his priority in Gandalf's absence had to be helping the ring.
Identical codes caused a conflict during transcribing. Normally, resonators from similar origins have close matches. But a perfect match? That's almost unheard of.
Plans were disrupted by the Black Riders.
And stranger still, it's not in any official archive. The file is empty.
The old forest. So, in the absence of any other information, Aragorn stationed himself by the east road out of the Shire and hoped that the hobbits came along. It wasn't a bad
Just
plan.
some unreadable data. Not corruption. More like someone deleted it.
Direct way there, and also most public. He mostly left his rangers stationed at the Sarn Ford. They had a battle.
Just a data error. Overwriting should solve it.
That way instead. What is
Understood,
arranged to-
Professor Mornye.
For a while, Aragorn seems to have found a comfy, secretive spot under the hedge. He tells the hobbits themselves the rest of the story when he had secured a private meeting.
This frequency cassette recorder, or FCR, will alert you when a void storm appears. It also dampens the effects of the storm and stabilizes your existence here in the High Roy.
To one another, but one thing
So,
interesting.
keep it on you at all times.
The name Baggins must not be mentioned. I am Mr. Underhill. Any name must be given. That
But,
interested me
without
so
adequate
much.
precautions, it still won't fully protect you from the void storm's effects. Many surveyors and students have had their frequencies erased this
My
way.
interests you. Mr. Strider may have an honest reason for spying and eavesdropping.
Professor
If so,
Mornye,
you should advise him to
about my
explain.
frequency.
Well answered, said Strider, laughing.
I have read your report. You're stable for now. Compared to your enrollment checkup, your rebel's curve has leveled out. But yes, your frequency still shows signs of past loss.
So, really, Aragorn was at the Prancing
As for the
Pony,
void worm, there's no precedent.
hiding
No
behind
one's
a
ever
hedge.
survived having their frequency devoured.
Now, of course,
Whether yours can be restored is
just remember to
unknown.
pass on that way. Gandalf, that would have told the hobbits exactly who Aragorn was, so they would know to keep an eye out for him. But it would also
So
have meant
don't
that
take
the Shire
unnecessary risks.
so they
That's
may have
rule
missed
number one.
while he was off on his mysterious journey on his own. Anyway, Aragorn was in Bree and waiting for Frodo and the other hobbits, not because he had received any particular instructions from Gandalf to do so, but
I understand.
because he was
I'll keep watch for anything that might help.
sought to just abandon his work. And Gandalf had said he would accompany the hobbits. So Aragorn, thinking on his feet, decided that he would have to take the lead and lead the hobbits to Rivendell himself. It's a much overlooked bit of foreshadowing for what happens later after the Bridge of Castle Doom. Gandalf is the closest to the hobbits.